Máme tady dneska večerní čarováníčko. A já teda upřímně teda doufám hlavně, jak dlouho toho vydržím. Pač ta první šichta po těch 2 týdnech byla docela náročná. A nejenom kvůli tomu, že to bylo po 2 týdnech, ale kvůli tomu, že... Bože, tam byl dneska blázinec, ty vole. Nevadí, jdeme si tady počilovat. Jak už jsem tady včera, ale na konci říkal, tak buď to budou prostě... Přinutím to bude něco kratšího, necháme to třeba u 2 hodin nebo tak. Když už teda včera jsme si tady užili včera to byl mazec, vůbec jsem nečekal, že tady včera u toho budu tak dlouho. Ale... Je zajímavý, jak ta hra počítá hodiny. Docela by mě zajímalo, jak to jako funguje, protože mě třeba Steam píše 46, ale ten save mi píše, že 38. Co to sakra je? Jsem se chtěl si to jako přímo, tyba, to by bylo cool, kdyby tam stál přímo v té svojí místnosti. I když teda tohle mi přijde, že už asi reaguje na ty věci, co jsme získali. Protože včera jsme ještě neměli ani tohodle, ani toho zlodějíčka, ani stříbřenku. A neukazovali se tam. Ale filuta tam asi být mohl, no. Když možná jsem spíš tak dlouho ani návkoval někde v této verzi. V tomhle meníčku, no. To je docela cool. To je docela líbí. Ještě něco tam bude zajímavého. Zlatonka, vole. To by potřebovalo všechny animace. Možná. Vypadá to tak. Dobré, jdeme hrát, nebudu se tady koukat, vole, na menu. Když jsme to vůbec skončili třeba. Jo, tak jsem tady nabral ten quest od tohohle pána. Nabral jsem tady quest od tohohle pána a usoudil jsem, že to vlastně není úplně dobrý nápad pokračovat, protože jsem totálně mrtvej. A uvidíme, jak na tom dopadnu dneska, jestli to nebude úplně stejný třeba. Ale pavoučice jsou pavoučice, ty myslím nebyly tak daleko, ne? Ne. Jako nebyly, no.
This must be Arranshire. I'd best keep an eye out for spiders. Revelio.
No ty vole! To jako nemůžeš takhle hned konto zandat na mě tady, ne? Aha, počkej, anglická klávesnice. No, jsem použil svůj nejsilnější sklo do prázdna, GG.
Arresto momentum. Expelliarmus. Incendio. Descendo. Levioso. Protego. Incendio. Confringo. Depulso. You're even more aggressive than I'd expected. Glacius.
Kámo, můžu to přestat, ale třeba by... Jo, tak teď jsem jim to nám dal.
Confringo. Defendo.
Pomůž hořícího nepřítele, ne? I don't think so. Žádná kruciovaná tady nebude.
Surely that's the last of them.
Týpek tam je chill. Totální chill. Aha, není tady.
Revelio.
Najdi Marie. Já myslím, že ji vidím.
Oh no, this must be Mary. Poor woman.
Třeba bude ještě živá. WTF, ale tak proč by to dělala?
If Mary was breeding these things in her cellar, that means there are more underground. I'll need to destroy every last spider in that cellar if this is to end.
No tak ty vole, najdi zdroj zamoření.
Expelliarmus!
To ti to teda patří, ale jestli si tady pěstovala, vole.
Confringo!
To se nedělá, takovýhle věci.
Revelio. If this is where Mary bred the spiders, they're not here now. Revelio. A ladder. Not sure I want to know where this leads. I'd best be ready for whatever I may find down there. Revelio. Exacts. I need to find and destroy all of these before the situation gets even worse. Confringo. That's one exact destroyed.
Maria, vole.
This is definitely going to anger your parents. Confringo. Protego.
Ne. Jsem zrovna zabránil tomu špatnému spelu, vole.
Confringo. Confringo. Ugh. Shame you're so foul. Revelio.
Revalio, Revalio. Nezájem.
I hate to think that they see me, but I don't see them. Revelio. Confringo.
Ty malý bundy.
Confringo. Protego. Stupid one.
vlastně docela šlo.
Confringo!
Už to tak nedělám celou dobu třeba.
Confringo! Half finished, but I need to destroy all of the exacts. Revelio.
Tohle část je hotová.
Revelio. Revelio.
Mňousy.
Confringo.
Pavoučí kusadlo.
Revelio. Confringo. Protego.
Tak to bylo velice zpomalené pro Tejgu. No, takhle ne, ale. Takhle taky ne. Kam jsi to poslal, vole?
Confringo.
Dostal za krásných 9000 fall damage.
Confringo.
Cením.
Revelio. Confringo. That's the last of the spider sacks. I suppose I know what happened to Mary Portman now. She was breeding the spiders.
No ale z jakého důvodu, ty vole? Pane bože. Najdi zdroj vajíček. No tak vole, jdeme zabíjet královnu, že jo?
Confringo. I hope that's the last spider. Glacius. Confringo. Defendo. Expelliarmus. Incendio. Levioso. Confringo. Glacius. Descendo. Incendio. Levioso. Descendo. Revelio.
Umíte si trošku nafarmený kusadla. No, ani jednou jsem netrefil čítí.
Revelio.
Ani tady jsem netrefil ani jednou, bo jsem si jich nevšiml.
Revelio.
Revalio. Jste ještě nebyl ale ten, ne? Ten zdroj. Tady bude, vole. Pavoučí královna dokonce přímo. Sama královna.
She's angry.
Jsem jí tím jako zabil. GG.
I'll be having nightmares for the rest of my life after that. Glacius. Defender. Protego! Stupid! Expelliarmus! Stupid!
Obrazy znázorňující vivarium.
Revelio!
Nice. I like that idea. Jsem jí tím X-kem trošku vypnul, holku. Královnu, prej. Počká, tak tím, že tady zůstávají ti malincí, vole, tak to znamená, že jsem to asi úplně neudělal správně. Kudy, já jsem si nevydal 5 stažky. To jako teďkon kvůli tomuhle tady bude furt jako mrtvý, to mě se čeká.
The absconder assassin! Oh, pleasure to see you again. Can't tell you how happy Milo's daughter was to get that watch. The absconder assassin. A remarkable thing you did there, to say the least.
Incendio! Revelio!
Lidi si prostě všichni zakástili nějaký neviditelnost jenom. Všude tady je truhla. Oheň a síra. Potkej se s Poppy.
You certainly made an impression.
Mr. Dunn, I have some news.
Thank Merlin. About my sweet friend Mary.
Dám jí to tam.
It seems poor Mary was breeding spiders in her home for profit, and vastly underestimated their propensity to multiply.
Oh, Mary. What untoward scheme were you involved in? If she needed financial assistance, she could have just come to me. She didn't deserve this. Few do.
I am sorry about your friend, but you'll be relieved to know that I cleared out the spiders. It's safe to return now.
You? You cleared out the spiders? I can't believe it, but I'm certainly relieved. I imagine the first order of business will be to help the amulet rebuild. I suppose I have nothing to fear from dead spiders.
That's the spirit. I wish you the best of luck.
Thank you again for all you've done. I shall keep you apprised of the hamlet's rebuilding.
Glad I could be of help, and I look forward to visiting your shop the next time I'm in Arranshire.
To dearly departed Mary.
Co? Krišpindu, ne?
Successfully if you don't satisfy the compromise.
Nice doing business with you.
Jo, protože já to potřebuju úplně.
Thank you for stopping in. Be sure to visit us again soon.
No jak jsme na tom teda s těma úkolama?
You're the one who took care of that awful acromantula near Arranshire, aren't you? Fine bit of work, that.
Taky pavouk, no. Jsem čekal docela tu akromantuli tam taky jako, vole, tady. Co teda, jak jsme na tom s těma úkolama? Domácí úkol od profesorky Hovinové. Jo, vlastně jo, nám to tam ukazovalo. Nám to tam ukazovalo, kde ty tlustobřichové mají možná to, mají možná nějaký. Možná nám to ukazuje, kde mají nějaký domeček. Nenapadlo mě žádný jiný lepší slovo, co bych mohl použít než domeček, pardon.
Revelio.
Co to tady obsadili vesnici?
Revelio.
Revalio.
I've robbed every traveling vendor that's passed through here. They never see it coming.
Oni tady fakt jsou? Tam je s hvězdičkou. A dost. Který to je? Tenhle. Ale oni se teleportujou. Já musím, vole... Oni jsou nebezpeční.
This looks intriguing. Leviosa.
Mají sice jenom 4, ale já docela čekám, že mi třeba teď zmizí hned. No ale máme ho.
Assignment's all finished. Revelio.
Jsem čekal, že udělají hned všichni popův, ale jsou tam, oni čekají. Co seš? Kuk. Tak chytíme ještě nějakou samičku. Jo, počkej, tady ale druhý kuk.
Leviosa. Settle yourself. I mean you no harm.
Nevypadají, že by byli tak nebezpeční, jak jsem si myslel, že budou. Co tady děláš, vole, vypadni.
Confringo. Levioso.
Nice.
Everything's all right now.
Tak chytíme i tebe rovnou, ať tady nic... Co? No, jsem přesně myslel, že bude dělat hned, co?
Do cooperate, won't you?
Nenechám tě tady samotnou teda.
There, there.
Holka jedna.
Not going to hurt you. Revelio.
Revelio. Jde pode mnou, vole, co si, aha. Aha. To třeba sakra sem vůbec? Jaká zřícenina tady. Ok, koště. Revelio. Jako je tady prastará magie, no.
These rocks have seen better days.
How did I get mixed up in this? Doing Rookwood's work for him.
Accio.
Expulso!
Levioso.
I plan to make quick work of you.
Kurva.
Glacius.
Já ho nedošáhnu.
Arresto momentum.
Šprejo.
Accio.
Ne! Dobrý, já to přežiju, ale on ne. Smůla docela.
Never seen a spell like this. Petrificus totalis! Get yourself a
Finite.
fight for me. No one takes wanted.
Confringo.
Petrificus totalis! Is that all you know?
Depulso.
Petrificus totalis!
Venite.
Oi, Unicta Hippogriff!
Depulso.
Mi dal třeba kvéčko prostě a ono jí to
Knew I'd
neodrovnalo.
find you.
Depulso. Revelio. Accio. Revelio. Incendio. Revelio.
Revelio. Jsem to neaktivoval ještě, vole, co dělám?
I know what that means. Merlin trial.
Merlin.
Accio.
Aha.
Revelio. That's that. Settled. Revelio.
Proč to furt dělám, hej? Stejně tam určitě nenajdu žádný mega giga objev, co mi pomůže zachránit celých mých 30 000 nebo něco. Nebo určitě tam nenajdu nic lepšího, než mám momentálně na sobě třeba docela. Ale prostě furt to budu dělat. Furt budu sbírat samej malej pytlík, vole, a samej peníz na zemi a samej všechno, no. Jo, 14. To bylo, no, prostě pavouci tady random.
Shame I didn't have an audience for that one.
Prostě malý pavouček tady byl.
Revelio.
Aha, tady můžu jít ještě nahoru.
Accio. Wingardium Leviosa. Levioso.
No, počkej, tak tahle velká česta za něco stojí. To jsem rád, že jsem si toho všiml. Tam by actually fakt už mohlo být něco, co by mohlo být lepší než to, co mám momentálně na sobě. Oh. Během dne navštěv hodinu kouzelních tvorů. Kouzelních tvorů, ale já bych možná nejradši nejdřív šel vysadit tlustobřichy. Vysadit, proč o tom furt mluvím jak v kytkách? To není fér. Mám všechno plný, vole, to není fér. Okay. Ono je to actually lepší. A je to... What? 80, no o 1. Tak jsme to vyhráli. Ale bylo to lepší. Jen... Ne o tolik. Tady máme plno, ale tady by se jim možná mohlo líbit. To na pláži. Na pláži je taky plno. Já už mám mladě. No ty teda vypadáš jak nějaký malý vypelichaný kůře. A není s hvězdičkou, ale je černý. Tak to bude tvůj Kaligo. Tady mám 4 pogryfy prostě, no. Ale tak ono je to jako asi jedno. To je strašně top, ale že stačí všem vykartáčovat. Můžeš i toho malýho prostě vycucat. Byste chtěli taky... On tady jako vole zmizel. Se letěl radši proletět někde. Ty vole, jaký má modrý oči krásný, jsem si nevšiml nikdy. Ty máš taky? Ukaž s hvězdičkou, nemá, on nemá. A ten malej? Where is the malej? Jo, on tady leží. Taky nemá. Ale možná nebude asi černý. Vypadá, že možná až vyroste, takže bude bílej. Na tom světle už to teďkom to... Jak dlouho rostou vůbec? Tak jedeme zase vysadit do bažiny, no, asi. Je vole, co vymýšlíte vy zase? Kočičáci. Ale já nevím, jestli tady taky není plno. Není, je to dobrý, je to dobrý. Testrál se nám vylíhl hvězdičkou. Akorát nechce žrát. Proč nežereš? Malej testrále, vy jdete hned, že? Jak si k tomu kráčej, ty vole, jak gang, ne, oni jdou za mnou. Běž se nažrat, testrále. Už se nažral. A už všichni žerou. Takže už máme i peří z tlustobřicha. Žíží. Nevím, na co jsme už teda potřebovali, abych řekl pravdu. Počkej, ale tak to musím ještě něco vyzkoušet. To se líbilo jim. Tlustobřichu. A máte tady kouli z větví. Proč do toho jde žába, vole? Tam byly i žáby, ukázaný. Je oblíbenou hračkou tlustobřichů. No možná by to dávalo smysl, že ty žáby to budou mít taky rádi. A nebo prostě šla náhodou zatím? To běhají trubky. Ale že tam byly rovnou 2 s hvězdičkou, to je halus, no. No nic. To bychom měli. Takže už vlastně krom Mečohoro. Kam jdeš? Aha. Krom Mečohrocha. Krom Mečoroha a Fénixe máme všechny už. Se podívat na ten obrázek, když jsme u toho. Počkej, tady se na něho nepodívám, ale... Obrázek. Co to bylo? Lesní krajina. Pobřežní krajina, bažinatá krajina a horská krajina. Obraz Fénix. Jo. Jakoby na tom záleželo. Ilustrace trpaslíka. To je ale trpajzlík. To nedám nikde, bo to je takový debilní rozměr, vole. GG. Nikdy nešlo nic. A je tam. Jsou hodně blbý rozměry tohle teda, ale jakoby. Tady by to možná šlo dát, no. Ne. Prostě že totem. To je veliký. Počkej, co nám to teda brzdilo, ten, když už jsme u toho? Jo, já už vím co. To nám brzdilo ty dvojkový upgradey. Defindo, poškození rostlin, zvyšuje poškození od prastaré magie. Poškození prastarou magií. Ale... Velmi zvyšuje poškození při seslání prastaré magie. Zvyšuje poškození od prastaré magie. Tak teď to nechápu. Ale je teda mega cool, že tady mám i tohle. Zvyšuje poškození při seslání prastaré magie. Já bych chtěl to soustředění, no. Výrazně zvyšuje poškození od prastaré magie. A my máme aspoň, že bych tam dal aspoň tohle. Sice máme jenom jedničku, ale je to asi lepší než... Jo, já si tam nechám tohle. Předěláme. Petrificus totalus. Jsme předtím neměli, jinak bych si to tam taky asi dal. Od všech rostlin, od všech útočných, Petrificus totalus, jasně. Takže ve finále nám byl úplně k ničemu ten tlus dobrý. Nebyl nám k ničemu. Můžeme jít na quest. Ona vlastně říkala, že nás naučí ale bombardu teď, že? Ty vole.
What are you up to now?
Já nevím. Ježiši.
Excellent work today. Class dismissed.
Ugh. Can't say I'm terribly fond of all the dung in this class.
A všichni odešli.
I take it you're ready to learn your new spell.
Ano.
I completed your assignment, Professor. I'm ready to learn Bombarda now.
Good. Now, this spell comes with a caveat. It should only be used when necessary. The exploding charm, as you might suspect, can hurt people. Use caution when casting it.
Is this something we should be learning in school?
Better for you to learn it in school, where we can instruct you properly as to its use. Now, you must be precise in your wand movements. We don't want you blowing your hand off. Go ahead. Nice and steady wand movements. Remember, the exploding charm is highly volatile. Well done. Now, let us put it into practice, shall we? Go ahead and try it on the pumpkins.
Bombarda. Tady. Tady půjdeš. Můžu jebat nějaký incendio. On si chce povídat.
Professor, might I have a moment?
Yes. What is it?
I was wondering what inspired your interest in magical beasts.
Are you considering some sort of profession in the field?
I haven't decided quite yet, but I do find magical beasts fascinating.
You do seem to engage well with the beasts in class. I believe that when choosing a path, particularly of a scholarly nature, one must take into account both one's enthusiasm for a particular subject, as well as how one may best serve the students to whom one is obligated to both inspire and teach.
Of course, Professor. When did your path become clear?
I recall it quite vividly. It was the summer between my 6th and 7th years. I read in the Prophet about a wizard who'd been selling alchemy eggs and disappeared in the mountains near my home. I knew of the alchemy, of course, from my studies, but they are native to lands east of here, such as India. I wondered if it was possible that an alchemy could be so nearby. Hence, I went to find it.
What type of beast is an alchemy?
It is a spectacular beast. A feathered, winged serpent-like creature that can grow or shrink to fit a particular space. Its eggs are made of pure silver, hence the desire to trade in them.
Seems quite a challenge finding an alchemy in the mountains.
It was. After a few days, during which my parents grew increasingly annoyed at my absence, I found what little remained of the wizard egg trader. He was near a tree hollow. And there, inside, was a nest with 7 silver alchemy eggs.
What did you do with them?
Nothing. Beasts are to be valued for what they can provide for wizard kind. Protective clothing, potion ingredients, even wand cores. Only poachers see the value in ending a beast's life for galleons. I left the eggs alone. I hid. And moments later, The beast flew right over my head. Breathtaking. She then seemed to all but disappear as she shrunk to fit into the hollow.
That sounds incredible.
Indeed. I knew in that moment that I needed to understand all that I could about beasts and ensure that wizard kind learned to benefit properly from them. Now, I trust that I have answered your question. You would do well to continue your study of beasts, regardless of your chosen path. Beasts and all that they provide will vastly improve your life, and perhaps one day even save it.
I shall remember that, Professor. Thank you.
Thank you. Kde dýně na bombardu? Bombarda.
Bombarda!
Excellent wand work. Cast the spell just like that every time. Assured and in control.
Co vole, to byl auto-aim na tu dýni, ale. Bombarda.
Excellent. You have it well in hand.
Jsem čekal docela jiný boom teda, ale nezní to špatně.
I hate to see a creature get put down.
Co tady děláš? On se tady prostě spavnula. Ty jsi tady prostě spawnula, Popej. Ty tady máš prostě nastavený spawn. Lomeno home a jsi tady, že? Nic. Nebude povídat prej nic.
Bombarda!
Tak tady máš jednu bombardu. No nic. Tady máme dál teda. Už asi jenom Sebastian. Sebastian.
I brought sweets from Honeydews to share with
Revelio.
No acid pops though. Not before bed.
Co to je za cestu pod náma? Jsme byli už? Vůbec nevím, kde jsem teďko, no si nedokážu představit nějak. No to je to depulzo, ale tak to jsme dělali.
Slytherin's a lucky little.
Co jsi zjistil, Sebastiáne?
You'll never believe what I've learned.
What did you discover in the spellbook we found in the scriptorium?
Salazar Slytherin's spellbook was a little difficult to interpret, but fascinating. Evidently, he encouraged teaching dark magic at Hogwarts. Neither the Imperious Curse nor the Killing Curse was unforgivable during his time. He believed students should be prepared to use dark magic when necessary, not to fear it. That's why we had to use Crucio to gain access to the scriptorium. He didn't want his knowledge shared with anyone who was afraid of the power of dark magic.
I know we had to do it to open the scriptorium, but it's not something I'd want to repeat.
And I'm glad we did it, because in the spellbook I also found something else. References to a lost relic, which, from what I can tell, grants the holder the power to reverse dark magic curses.
And you think this relic might be able to save Anne?
Precisely. I plan to search for this relic, but I don't think we should tell anyone. Especially Ominous. He wouldn't understand.
I see no reason to involve Ominous.
I'm glad you agree. When I know more, I shall send an owl.
Mhm.
And don't feel sorry for Ominous. Keeping this to ourselves for now is for his own good.
I'll decide what's for my own good.
Ominous, we were just about to get some air. Care to join?
You're a liar, Sebastian. I heard everything. You swore you'd never engage in anything to do with dark magic again.
No, I didn't. I said I understood you wanting that. I'd never swear to give up on finding a cure for Anne.
You don't know when to stop, do you?
I know when not to stop. Leave this alone, Ominous. I'll be on my way.
I am not letting this go.
Rozjebe po cestě, vole. No, on nás slyšel, že jsme mu řekli, že to nebudeme... Co? Co to bylo?
Ominous, Sebastian meant well.
I know what I heard. You knew I wouldn't agree with this. Going after that relic is not a good idea. Sebastian doesn't even realize it, but he's as irresponsible and reckless now as his parents were years ago. It's why they died.
I knew his parents died, but I never heard what happened.
Mr. and Mrs. Sallow were professors. Spent nearly every waking moment in the cellar library. Noses buried in books. Anne and Sebastian were upstairs when it happened. They heard a sudden crash and ran downstairs, but it was too late. Their parents had crumpled to the floor. A defect with the lamp in the cellar caused the room to fill with an undetectable toxin. Sebastian and Anne were helpless. They had no magic yet.
What a horrible story.
It is. That's why I can't understand Sebastian's recklessness. I've practically lost Anne. I cannot lose Sebastian too. Please avoid anything to do with that spellbook.
Those references in the book seem promising.
Everything to do with Salazar Slytherin seems promising until it's too late. I hope Sebastian pursues this no further, but if you think he might, please let me know. It would mean a lot.
Okay. Dramata mezi kamarádama tady. A už máme jít za popy. Nebo možná dostaneme ještě další sovu, možná, nevím.
Revelio. Confringo. Reparo. Lumos.
Má týpek docela gigastín hlavu. Bože můj. Co to děláš, Benny? O! Co tady na mě jako čekal? Jsi šmíroval. Nic, asi jdeme za popy, ale ona byla někde daleko. Ona byla docela daleko. Vůbec nechápu, co tam jako má být. Ale skoro to zní jako něco, co si bude zahrávat s ohněm. Podle toho názvu úkolu. Jo, tam jsme vlastně už byli.
Revelio.
Co tady máme? Co tady máme za spawner? Žáby. Žídí. Není tam aspoň nějaká žába? Jo, tady těch žab je, ale... Nemáme tady žábu s hvězdičkou.
Revelio.
Nevypadá to. Ty vole, co to je jako? Bude fungovat bombarda na tohle?
Bombarda.
Ne.
Confringo.
Takže bombarda není úplně jako ohnivý spell. Ježíš Maria, vole. No jasně, no. A? Myško.
Confringo. Bombarda.
Bombarda. Skoro. Jsem taky jenom tady, vole, aha.
Revelio.
Bude to až ta poslední, jako mi chceš říct.
Revelio.
Bombarda. No jo. Okay.
Descendo.
Jak na to by taky mohla fungovat bombarda, jo. Ale ne, vole.
Confringo!
Zajímavý.
Revelio. Confringo. Expelliarmus. Bombarda.
Bombarda.
Revelio.
To je se divný. Co to bylo jako?
Revelio.
The fuck? Tak to teda nechápu.
Thinking in terms of good and evil.
Hypogryfí hnízdo. Fialové ropuchy. Úkryt jednorožců.
It seems we may have an intruder in our midst. Come out before I find you. Marvelous strike! No one hides from me. I'll spot you like a freelance.
No.
Confringo.
Si odskočím na chvíli. OK. Tady konečně udělat nějaký to pití.
Highwing's fine. I'm keeping an eye on her. She's safe, Poppy, I promise.
Good. Whatever the poachers are up to, I want Highwing far from it.
You said you had news about the poachers, and that some of it had to do with me.
It did. I overheard them talking in the Hogshead, and did you know that they have orders from Victor Rookwood to capture you on sight? Does this have anything to do with Rookwood and Harlow coming for you in the Three Broomsticks after the troll attack?
It does, somewhat. But at the moment, I'm more concerned about what else you heard the poachers are up to.
Fair enough. But I hope you'll let me know if I can be of help, especially after what you did for Highwing. Does the name Horntail Hall mean anything to you?
I'm afraid not. Why? What is it?
The poachers' best kept secret, apparently. The name came up twice, but they never went into detail. I also overheard one of them bragging about all the gold they're making, at the expense of innocent creatures, undoubtedly. The poachers spoke of this area, and I thought if we searched around a bit, it might give us clues as to what they're doing. If you ever meet my gran, this trip never happened.
Not to worry, Poppy. If I ever meet your gran, I shall not speak a word of this.
I normally tell her everything. She might be my best friend after Highwing, but she knows how I feel about the poachers. I think she worries I'll do something ill-advised.
Whatever gave her that idea?
This way.
Kentauři, vole.
A centaur. Tread carefully.
Kentauři byli friendly.
An entire castle to roam, yet you choose to wander here.
Please, we don't want any trouble. We're simply passing through.
Do you take us for fools? That we do not notice more and more of your kind around here, in league with the poachers?
We aren't involved with them. If anything, we want to see them stopped.
I hope for your sake that is true. Our kind is swiftly losing patience with the poachers and those they work with.
Co ty seš to za Kent? Dost.
He was certainly a charmer.
That could have gone worse. Centaurs aren't exactly fans of wizard kind, and the poachers aren't helping matters.
But why would he think that we had anything to do with poachers?
I did notice the poachers talking with a few villagers in Hogsmeade. I'm not sure why. Perhaps that's why the centaurs are suspicious.
Revelio.
Nesmíme nechat malou Poppy asi samotnou dlouho, teda no, smůla.
That's the third time I've seen a dugbog behave that violently.
It seems that a lot of beasts have been more aggressive than usual lately.
I've noticed that too. It's almost like there's something in the water.
Oni jako nemají být takhle násilný. Oni mně připadali od začátku, co to hrajou, takhle násilný.
Revelio.
This is odd.
What is it?
Not entirely sure, but look around. If the poachers were here, perhaps we can find out why.
Aha.
Why wouldn't they take their cages with them when they left? Pelts. Poor beasts. Still smoking. They can't have been gone long. Revelio. This is goblin metal. Seems out of place in a poacher camp. I should tell Poppy about it. Revelio.
Anything interesting?
Poachers were here. All sorts of evidence. But I found something else. It's goblin made.
I found goblin armor. Let's keep searching, but carefully. Merlin only knows what's going on here. I don't have a good feeling about this. How do goblin and poacher interests align?
Šánci, vole. Vyjdi
Look,
se...
down there.
Definitely poachers. No creatures, though. So what are they doing out here?
Let's take a closer look.
They won't be happy to see us. Should we use disillusionment? Or perhaps a less discreet approach?
Hard to say from up here. Let's get a better lay of the land.
No, ty bys na to šla o Katě, jo? Si neznáš, holka.
How many nippers you could find down there? Mind you, I do have
I heard something.
Ne, to určitě ne.
You'll feel that tomorrow.
Vole.
If you last that long.
Brda.
Incendio!
Fight foliage.
What have you done?
Is this a battle?
Let me go.
Aha, už někdo byl celý...
Merlin, you'd think they were guarding the Minister for Magic himself. What is going on here?
Only one way to find out.
Tak prý to budeme muset opravit.
Reparo.
Jsem to zničil, tak si to opravím. Vole, kocouři, kurva, běžte do háje. Jak se tak vychytat a vzbudí vás všechny zas, že? Mrdání 3.
Revelio.
What in Merlin's name?
Are those dragons?
It's a dragon fighting ring. This is Horntail Hall.
The name makes sense now, and the secrecy.
No wonder the poachers were in Hogsmeade so much. Likely taking bets and spreading the word, given how crowded it is here. How could they possibly enjoy this? The centaurs have every right to be disgusted with wizard kind. There must be more dragons here. The poachers are far too greedy to run a fighting ring with only 2 dragons. We should take advantage of most eyes being in the fight and look around. But be discreet. You especially can't afford to be spotted. Oh, that's a brilliant idea.
Don't know what Victor was thinking, striking a bargain with him.
Petrificus totalis. Revelio.
Kurňa Poppy, neblokuj. Mi si nedají pokoj ty kočky prostě.
Have you heard from your family? Has either of your brothers come round to our way of thinking? Will they join us?
Ah, they say we go too far. The violence isn't going to get us what we want. I say, if every last wizard is run through with a blade, then violence is going to get me precisely what I want.
Sickens me to work alongside any of them. Don't know how Ramrock's stomach's being near Rookwood. Foul beast.
Not much longer now. Soon our necks will be out from under wizarding boots. Wizard kind will pay for what they've done.
Petrificus totalis.
What in Merlin? I heard something.
Revelio. Revelio.
Did you hear those goblins? Ramrock and the poachers must be working together.
Poppy, something's going on behind you.
What's going on down there? They must have only just captured her. She's putting up quite the fight.
Not a fair one, though. Not with her chained up like that.
Let's even her odds, shall we? That's it. Lightfoot, it's the word. Look, got a dragon egg. Hebridean from the looks of it. We can't leave it here, not with the plans they likely have for it.
Revelio.
Ty se vyznáš v dracích, Poppy.
Aloha Mora. All right, I have the egg.
Ready. The elements of surprise will only buy us a few seconds.
Let's make them count. Revelio.
Careful! Ramrock will want his dragon intact!
Trafficus
Take the
totalis.
fight!
Jo, taky naštvanej. Ty vole, pořádně nasranej.
Don't think you'll get it out of here!
Kurva.
Dragons!
Is this your best friend?
There!
Accio.
Let's get this over with.
I'd say a little pruning is in order. You may want to.
No!
Let me answer!
I will make you. Shall we finish what we started?
Stop that! Let me answer!
No, ona jim má to.
Let me answer! How's the view?
Expelliarmus.
Oh, what?
Flipendo.
You're the one we're looking for, and you brought a friend. My bike.
You made a mistake.
Accio.
Stop right there.
Bombarda. Glacius. Defaulter.
I won't go down as easy!
Enjoy suffering, do you?
Protego.
And stupid trick.
I see you!
Never like vegetables.
You come to the wrong place, child.
Compulso.
Get it.
I've no patience for you.
Stupid run like a...
Oh, I hate these things. Confringo!
Leviosa.
Blood!
I suppose you think this is funny! Let me answer!
Deserves to be potted.
Protego.
Back foot.
Back for more! Let me answer!
Ranrock will unite us.
You're not going to like this. Let me answer!
I won't go down as easy!
What sort of person fights with claw? Looks like someone. Let me answer!
Descendo. Confringo. Juxtapulsor.
Let me answer! Let me answer! Let me answer! Would you like me to
Jo,
put you
počkej,
down?
tady mám typku s Leviosem furt, vole.
Repulso.
We don't have time. We need to free her now before more show up.
Ale jak?
This may have been a bad idea.
I suppose we'll find out.
This way.
No. A co ten zbytek, vole, tam byl hypogryf uvězněnej.
That was a Hebridean black.
I'm guessing the egg we have belongs to that dragon.
I don't think she knew they had her egg. She wouldn't have left without it.
What now? She didn't exactly leave us a calling card.
I don't know. Nothing about this day was expected. Not the goblins, and definitely not the fighting ring. The last thing I planned on was a dragon egg. And the poachers saw us, which cannot be good.
Since the dragon we freed flew off, does that mean we get to keep the egg?
I'd much rather we have it than the poachers, at least for now. But I don't think we should keep it indefinitely. It'll be hard hiding something like this from Professor Weasley for long.
Should we expect trouble from the poachers, given the trouble we just caused?
It would be foolish not to expect it. They're not a forgiving lot. I'm sorry to say that you likely have a larger target on your back now because of what we just did.
To si nemyslím.
We aren't helping ourselves standing here. Let's get to safety. We can sort this out later.
You're right. If there's anything the poachers are good at, it's tracking their prey. And right now, we're it. Be careful, won't you? I shall see you back at the castle.
Revelio.
Jak to hopsla?
It's time you learned the transformation spell. After you've completed the required tasks, which I'm certain will prove useful in finishing your field guide, attend my class to learn the new spell. Afterwards, we will discuss your progress thus far in the term.
Získej v knihovně stránku studentům příručky z knihy Přeměňování pro středně pokročilé. Takže mám prostě jít číst knížky. GG. Taková otrava.
Revelio.
Jo, ono je to totiž vidí tamhle, už rozumím.
Revelio.
Ignore the lies and falsehoods. No one's mightier in Rockwoods.
Hrabalové. S hvězdičkou, hrabal s hvězdičkou, dej mi ho. Hrabák, hrabák, hrabák. No kurva, nemají hvězdičky. Proč nemáte hvězdičky? Když jsou modrý, ale... Já si chci toho modrýho. Program.
Professor Howard will never believe this. Revelio.
I'm glad to see you found your way to Pittapon Ford. Delightful place. Despite the little dug bog problem.
Hello, Hamora.
A dobrý den, pane.
Mine now, Demi, guys.
Jo, teď jsi můj. I když ještě nevím, kde seš. Tady seš.
Revelio.
Ty vole, kdyby jenom vole...
Hello, Hamora.
Ty máš všechno, vole.
It's like a place right out of a storybook. Revelio.
My mother would like to speak with me. I believe she has learned about some of what we've been up to. I'm hoping she may be easier on me if you are there.
Can we meet at the Three Broomsticks? It may finally be safe since we rescued the dragon from Horntail Hall.
Hello. Do you have a moment?
Yes, but just the one, I'm afraid. Running the shop keeps me rather busy. I'm the new proprietor, Indira Wolf.
Any whispers of anything going about the town?
There's a rampant dug bog on the loose. It's more aggressive than others and has some peculiar markings. It's making life miserable in Pitterpond Ford. I wish someone would do something about it.
Can you tell me more about yourself?
Oh, I haven't had a normal conversation with anyone for a while, so pardon me if I'm a little rusty. My father passed away recently and I've been completely occupied with keeping the business afloat. I hadn't realised how much work went into running a shop. Inventories, maintenance, customers, bills, accounts, and on and on.
What can you tell me about your shop?
It may not be as fine as what you'd find in Hogsmeade, but I think we have a certain rustic charm all of our own. We sell all sorts of beast byproducts for potion making. Some of the rarer stuff too. That all falls on me now.
What do you have for sale?
No jo, rozhodně máš něco aj ty vole vzácnějšího. Vlastně nenapadlo, že asi je můžu kupovat. Tak ono možná u té typky v prasinkách by to bylo levnější.
Thank you for your business. Hope you'll come and see me again.
Revelio.
Whoa.
Nothing to poach in Arranger except spiders. Not worth the trouble, God. Legs are far too brittle.
Mhm.
These Merlin trials won't get the best of me.
I want a business experiment about a job at a bank.
Revelio.
And where did I set my traps? Is it lower or upper Hogsmeade?
Revelio.
Betting on the dragon fights was...
Vole, jo, oni jsou až úplně takhle dole. Ne.
This could prove dangerous if I'm not careful.
Ale pšt. Co by se asi tak mohlo stát? Jo, to je ta věž, kde jsme byli na té první zkoušce. Já jsem si říkal, že to tady je nějaký povědomí.
Revelio. Here's one of those tables Professor Shaw mentioned.
Nothing to poach in Arranger except spiders. Not worth it. Who says crime doesn't pay? Right, I'm practically swimming in galleons.
Revelio. Aloha Mora. Revelio.
Aha, to je to ono. A motýly, nora hrabáků. Severní bažinatý brod.
The curiosity they teach at Hogwarts will not serve you well.
Ty jsi zrzek.
Revelio.
They come up to me. I'll stick 'em like a knocktail.
Come to think of it, months ago I had a brooch. Not
Revelio.
sparkled like the glint in my eyes when I find out which one of you thieving lot stole it.
Where are the balloons?
I tell you this, Hogwarts is lucky they've got protection.
Revelio.
Takový blátoplas.
Glacius. Defender. Expelliarmus.
Tak ty jsi byla teda pořádně vzteklá. Ne.
Defender.
Kurva.
Levioso.
Nemám to nabitý, GG.
Arresto momentum. Descendo. Bombarda. Confringo.
A dost? Kolik vás tu je?
Levioso. Defender. Expelliarmus. Arresto momentum. Flipendo. Defender. Expelliarmus. Bombarda.
Bombarda.
Can't imagine how inconvenient travel was before I invented flu powder.
I'm sure you had your reasons, but breaking into Alfred Lawley's home wasn't the brightest idea.
Over here.
This is a change of pace from our last outing.
Don't remind me. The thought of that tent still makes my blood boil. I've been thinking about those poor dragons in the fighting ring. The collars they were wearing, they appeared to be goblin silver. I think a collar is precisely what we found at that poacher camp. I've never known poachers to use anything like that before.
The dragon that attacked my carriage was wearing a collar, and Professor Fig was genuinely baffled by its behavior.
That attack always did strike me as a little strange, seemingly coming out of nowhere. Surely you aren't suggesting that the collars somehow control the poor creatures?
Exactly.
Merlin, I don't think the dragon we set free was wearing a collar, but we should check. And if we can find her, we can return her egg.
That's a good idea. We need to see this through.
I'll start looking into it right away. There was something else that I wanted to discuss with you. I didn't want to press it before. It seems I may have caused you more trouble with Victor Rookwood. Why is he after you?
Rookwood is working with Ranrock, and Ranrock is after something I found at Gringotts. Fig had a portkey that led us there after the dragon attack. It's a bit of a long story, and Fig had asked that I not speak of it yet.
Goodness. Well, that certainly helps to shed light on what we saw at the tent. Don't worry, I'll guard your secret as if it were my own. I shan't press for more details. In fact, I should probably be going. I'd like to track that dragon down as soon as I can. I'll let you know when I have news of her location.
Takže to zase byl jen takový jakože debate. Takže můžeme jít za na ty rovnou. Kde to bylo? No. Už jsem to celý sežral. Máslový sušenky, vole, teď.
So frustrating.
Rakovinka.
You wanted to speak with me, Mother?
I had hoped to speak with you alone, Natsai.
Your message mentioned your concern about an unusual creature that was spotted in the woods near Hogsmeade. That could have been anything.
You know what it was, Natsai.
I am allowed to leave the castle. I am always careful, Mother.
Careful? Officer Singer disagrees. She sent me an owl telling me that you have been trying to collect evidence of some kind against dark wizards. She berated me for not keeping a closer eye on you, and she is right. I do not want you visiting Hogsmeade for the near future.
But Mother!
My little gazelle, you are well-intentioned, but you must not meddle in the affairs of dangerous people.
If someone had meddled in Matabeleland, Father would still be with us.
I must get to class. Perhaps your friend can get you to listen to reason.
My friend?
So frustrating. She never listens to me.
She called you her little gazelle. Is that a term of endearment where you're from?
It is specific to me. I am the unusual creature in Hogsmeade she mentioned. Self-transfiguration is not taught at Hogwarts, so I am gently discouraged from practicing it. However, I am an animagus, and it is in my gazelle form that I have been able to wander the Highlands rather freely until now, much to my mother's chagrin. That is how I managed to spy on Rookwood and Harlow.
Were you born an animagus, or did you learn to become one?
Animagi are not born. The process is quite elaborate. It involves holding a mandrake leaf in one's mouth for an entire month, then placing the leaf in a crystal phial so that it is imbued with moonlight, then adding one of your own hairs. And that is just the beginning. Self-transfiguration is common among students at Wagadu, but Professor Weasley considers it much too dangerous to teach at Hogwarts.
Can you choose what form your animagus will take?
Oh no, a person's animagus form is determined by their personality. My mother is convinced that my form is a gazelle because I adapt well to any situation. I believe it is because I can sense danger and keep my wits about me.
How does it feel to transform into an animal?
Well, the first time it can be a bit unnerving. I felt a kind of searing pain and a strong double heartbeat. But it gets easier the more you do it. I no longer feel any pain, and I must say, I find a sense of comfort in the double heartbeat. And I love being able to view the world from a different perspective.
Now the nickname makes sense. What an extraordinary ability to have.
It is. I love transforming, but Mother is less enthusiastic about it. She says that no creature, especially one as rare as a gazelle, should be bounding about where poaching has become so prevalent. She claims that she has foreseen tragedy befall me in my gazelle form. But she has used her sight to control me too many times. I no longer believe it.
She's concerned for your safety. It may be best for you to stay away from Hogsmeade for now.
That may be safe, but I do not believe that it would be best. Do you? You could have fled the moment you discovered that Rookwood, Harlow, and Ranrock were after you, but you did not. I choose to act as you have. I must deal with Rookwood and Harlow, not hide from them. My mother cannot know where I am all the time. Thank you for being here during that rather awkward conversation.
No. A už jsme zase jenom u čtení knížky. Dobře, prostě si jdeme přečíst knížku.
Handy resource indeed, your field guide.
Revelio.
Think?
It's a relief to finally have an answer as to why that picture was empty.
Almost every week. I could open one box this whole day.
Revelio. That book Professor Weasley asked me to find should be around here somewhere.
Looking for the book Intermediate Transfiguration?
Přesně čekám, Sofronio, teda
Professor
hledám.
Weasley asked me to, get something from that book. May I have it?
Did she now? I'll give you this book if you humour me by answering a few questions from my quiz.
Quiz?
Some people call bits of knowledge trivia. I would argue that no knowledge is trivial. Hence, I have created a small quiz, just for fun, focusing mainly on the lore of the wizarding world. None of the other students will try it, no matter how many times I ask. They all say they have enough with schoolwork. Ugh, they don't value knowledge the way I do. Surely you're interested. I'll even start you off with a few of my easiest questions.
Okay.
A quiz sounds like fun.
Jak
Splendid.
pohoříme.
Just a few questions, and then I'll hand over this book. Let us begin. Before the invention of the golden snitch, which magical creature was used in a game of Quidditch?
The golden snidget.
Correct! The snidget was first introduced to Quidditch in 1269 by a wizard named Barbarous Bragg. Sadly, they're thought to be extinct. Next question. Which potion is commonly referred to as liquid luck?
Felix Felicis.
Well done! Since it makes the drinker temporarily lucky, Felix Felicis is a banned substance in all organised competitions. The tale of the three brothers involves which magical artifacts?
The Deathly Hallows.
Correct. According to Beadle the Bard, the Deathly Hallows consists of the Elder Wand, the Resurrection Stone, and the Cloak of Invisibility. Which ball in Quidditch is the largest?
Samra.
The quaffle.
That's right. When a chaser throws the quaffle through one of 3 hoops in a Quidditch match, their team is awarded 10 points. True or false? Polyjuice potion allows the drinker to change species.
Species, to myslí jako pohlaví.
False.
Correct. While Polyjuice potion can be used to change things such as age or race, it cannot be used to change species. Well, I suppose this has gone on long enough. I'll put the book back on the pedestal now. If you're inclined to test your knowledge again, I have plenty more questions I could ask you. And I won't be giving you any more easy questions either. The next ones will be more difficult.
I'd like to answer more questions.
What governmental body directly preceded the Ministry of Magic?
The Order of Merlin.
No, that's incorrect.
Aww.
The answer was the Wizards' Council. The Wizards' Council disbanded in 1707 after the creation of the International Statute of Wizarding Secrecy, which required a more structured government to support its enforcement. Which dragon breed is the smallest?
No, dost. Nevím.
The Antipodean Opali.
No, I'm sorry, but the answer was the Peruvian Vipertooth. Though the Vipertooth is the smallest breed, averaging at around 15 feet in length, it is also the fastest breed and feared for its venomous fangs. Who founded the village of Hogsmeade?
Tak zkusíme
Quincy
prasíka.
Hogg.
No, the answer was Hengist of Woodcroft. It is believed that Hengist used the 3 Broomsticks Inn as his home. The hide-behind was accidentally created by crossbreeding a ghoul with what other magical creature?
A Letherfold.
That's incorrect. The answer was a Demiguise. While the hide-behind has the power of invisibility, those who have seen it have described it as a tall, thin monkey with silver hair. What is the only spell known to repel a Letherfold?
The Patronus Charm.
Well done. The only known survivor of a Letherfold attack was a wizard named Flavius Belby, who was on holiday in Papua New Guinea at the time. Who published the law of elemental transfiguration?
Laverne de Montmorency.
That's incorrect. The answer I was looking for was Gamp. One of the principal exceptions to Gamp's law is that food cannot be conjured, though it can be summoned. What does the Hogwarts motto translate to?
Knowledge is the real magic.
No, the answer was never tickle a sleeping dragon.
Jako
In
fakt?
Latin, the Hogwarts motto is Draco Dormiens Nunquam Titilandus. Which magical creature is the only one known to produce eggs through its mouth?
What the fuck?
The Ashwinder.
That's incorrect. The correct answer was the Rune's Paw. According to Parselmouths, Each of the rune's paws' 3 heads serves a different function. The left head is the planner, the middle is the dreamer, and the right is the critic. Where is Ilvermorny School of Witchcraft and Wizardry located?
Stříbrano. Tady.
Mount Greylock.
Well done! The American school was founded in the 17th century by Isolde Sayre and James
To už
Stewart.
jsou trošku
What is the
hodně,
most powerful love potion known to wizard kind?
hodně ty vole.
Virositiserum.
Incorrect. The answer was Amotentia. Amotentia smells differently to every person, according to what they find attractive, such as dusty book covers or... Are you interested in continuing on to the next round? They're my most difficult questions.
Jo, dáme si to.
Give me your worst.
Docela dobrý,
I do
docela dobrý
admire your
zajímavosti.
thirst for knowledge. Emmerich the Evil was killed in a duel against whom?
Počkej, co? Určitě ten.
Egbert the Egregious.
That's right.
What the fuck?
Emmerich gained notoriety for terrorizing villages in the south of England during the Middle Ages when he was the master of the Elder Wand. If a chaser keeps their hand on the quaffle as it goes through the goal, what foul are they committing?
To bude určitě kapsování.
Haversacking.
That's right. Blatching is flying to intentionally collide with a player. Stooging is when 2 chasers knock the other team's keeper away from the goals so that a 3rd chaser can score. A bite from a mackled malaclaw has the unusual side effect of causing what?
Webbed feet.
No, the answer was bad luck. Native to the European coastline, the effects of a malaclaw's bite can last up to a week. What plant excretes stink sap?
To víme. Ale už nevím. Mrvomízu, to je přímo to, co my jsme to bylo tohle, ne?
Mimblelus Mimbletonia.
Correct. The Mimblelus Mimbletonia plant secretes stink sap as a defensive mechanism when touched. The Pepper Up potion evolved from a remedy created by which 12th century wizard?
Bowman Wright.
That's incorrect. The answer was Limfrid of Stinchcombe. Centuries later, Glover Hipworth would expand on Limfrid's previous work to create the Pepper Up potion we know today. In The Wizard and the Hopping Pot, what does the elder wizard leave for his son in the hopping pot?
A smaller pot.
Incorrect. The answer was a single slipper. The story was created by Beadle the Bard, but there are a few versions. I won't spoil what the slipper was for if you haven't read it recently. The Snallygaster is native to which region of the world?
Snallygaster, co to je, vole? To bude určitě ve Skotsku.
The Scottish Highlands.
No, the answer was North America. The part bird, part reptile is a distant relative of the Occamy and has serrated fangs and a bulletproof hide. Who is the Muggle knight featured in the Fountain of Fair Fortune?
No, tak to ani hovno nevím. Ale dáme Lancelota.
Sir Lancelot.
No, the answer was Sir Luckless. The 3 witches in the story are named Asher, Altheda, and Amata. Oh, I adore a story that ends with a twist. The world's largest kelpie is also known by what other name?
To vím, to jsme tady četli někde.
The Loch Ness Monster.
Correct. The Office of Misinformation has worked diligently to discredit any Muggle evidence of the kelpie's existence. Who was the first Minister for Magic?
Radimír nikdy neklidný. Gump.
Ulick Gamp.
Yes. Gamp's greatest legacy was the founding of the Department of Magical Law Enforcement. It outlawed the unforgivable curses. You've answered all of my questions. Ah, it's nice to know there's another student who appreciates the value of knowledge. You might not have got very many right, but I'm sure you learned something regardless. Thank you for humouring me by participating. I had a splendid time. I put the book back on the pedestal for you.
Revelio ought to make quick work of this. Professor Weasley's tasks are complete. I should attend Transfiguration.
Ale teda jako holka seš trochu chytrá na třeťačku,
Reading
ne?
can be as magical as any spell. Why can't students see that?
I heard Professor Weasley transfigured the book with all her test answers into an owl to stop students from cheating.
Taking owls a bit too literally, if you ask me.
Beautiful.
Goodness.
Settle down, settle down. Transfiguration, as you may be weary of hearing me say, is an exact science that can take a lifetime to master. But we needn't be daunted. Almost anything can be transformed if you can just perceive the potential within it. As I see in all of you, tremendous witches and wizards, every one of you. Or it could just be my eyesight. Now, you all know what to do. Beautifully done. Class is dismissed. And remember, now is not the time to ease off your studying. OWLs will be here before you know it.
Kurňa. Počkej, on se s nima dá mluvit, vole. Počkejte, blbečci, kam jdete? Já s vámi můžu mluvit.
Hello, Gareth. So, has your aunt been taking it a bit easier on you lately?
Unfortunately, no. In fact, a few days ago, she gave me a detention. I was only testing a new recipe in a mostly empty classroom, and the fire was put out quick enough.
If you're setting things on fire, then perhaps you ought to rethink your choices.
That's exactly what Aunt Matilda said. Can't let the doubters sway me. When they taste my latest brew, they'll forget their criticisms and the fires. It'll be bigger than butterbeer. Oh, that gives me an idea. Better write it down. Best of luck to you.
Who would have thought someone as young as me could save my uncle's life?
Hello, Adelaide. How are you and your uncle doing?
Very well, thanks to you. The more I learn about Ranrock's foul lot, the more astounded I am that my uncle survived. I looked back over his old owls and noticed that they included pertinent details about his rare metal deposits. I believe that Ranrock's fiends were after those deposits and that they needed my uncle's knowledge. He was willingly going to rot away in that cell to keep me safe.
Any other pertinent details about those owls?
Plenty. Uncle Roland couldn't be certain, but he thought he overheard goblins talking about infusing something into goblin silver. He wasn't sure what they meant, but something about the way they spoke of it made his skin crawl. Ugh, it's clear you saved my uncle from a very bad lot.
It was nothing at all, Adelaide. I'm just glad your uncle's safe.
So am I. Seeing him again was such a relief. I told him that he must remain vigilant from now on. I, for one, can't help but look over my shoulder now whenever I leave the castle grounds.
I'm fed up of being inside the castle. Wish I could transfigure something into a broom and get out of here.
Looks as if Poppy's finally made a friend. I heard that someone cast the Confunder's charm on a Ravenclaw 4th year so they couldn't answer the riddle. I suspect most Slytherins would prefer not to be in a dungeon, myself. I prefer to study in the library. It's always much too loud in the common room.
To budou asi všichni, s kterýma šlo mluvit. Tak to nic moc teda.
You wanted to discuss my progress so far this term, Professor?
I did. You seem to have had no trouble in getting up to speed, and frankly, excelling in your schoolwork this year.
Thank you, Professor. The extra assignments have been helpful.
As I suspected they would be. Now, it seems you've been making excellent use of the opportunities presented by your field guide. Of course, the guide isn't the only measure of success. Deke tells me you captured a unicorn and brought it back to the Room of Requirement. Protecting so rare a beast is an accomplishment of which you can be quite proud.
Thank you, Professor.
I will say I'm especially impressed with all you've accomplished in light of the rumors of your extracurricular activities. Was your extended conversation with Mr. Ollivander after you'd obtained your wand, or subsequent search of the owlery, connected in any way to Professor Fig?
Aww. Nevím, jestli ho chci naprášit nebo ne. Dáme, že jo.
Professor Fig has encouraged me to explore when I can in an effort to complete my field guide.
I see. I admire your penchant for learning, but do remember that your classwork and field guide are designed to educate you thoroughly. It'll be the end of the year in no time, and you'll want to be well prepared for your OWLs. I'll provide a final assessment at that time to ensure that you're ready for your exams. Until then, well done. You are dismissed. If you wish to practice the spell you just learned, the training dummy is available.
Since our visit to Feldcroft, something dawned on me about the triptych. Meet me at the Overlook, just north of the Forbidden Forest, and I'll explain.
My plan with the helmet failed, but I have another idea. I think we may be able to find what we need at a goblin mine south of Hogwarts. Meet me there. and bring someone who speaks gobbledygook.
I remember our meet mentioning something about gobbledygook.
No. Vlastně jsme se naučili ten nový úkol, ten nový spell. Jak se to dělá?
Expelliarmus!
Glad to see you are paying close attention to my demonstration of the transformation spell.
Descendo!
Ale my už se dneska poroučíme, protože já zase začínám už odpadávat. A nerad bych tady něco podělal. To bych chtěl určitě mít, takže jo. Ale nevím teda místo čeho bychom to mohli používat. Možná... Tohle je Confringo, takže bombarda zpátky. Já to možná dám místo toho. To nepoužívám skoro vůbec, asi to by mohlo být dobrý. Každopádně jo, říkám, nechám toho dneska bejt, už já už tady zase usínám u toho, já nechci u toho usínat u té hry prostě. Já víceméně teď nevím vůbec, co se tam teď řešilo. Takže jsme si dali takový trošku delší 2 hodinky. Nečekal jsem, že to možná ani vydržím takhle, ale asi si půjdu lehnout, jsem nějaký vyřízený. Ale jo, udělali jsme dneska něco zajímavého, byl tam dračí quest. Chytli jsme si tlustobřichy. A poplnili jsme si nějaký další úkoly. Takže jo, každopádně se mějte. A my se dost možná uvidíme zase večer u nějakého pokračování našeho dobrodružství. Začne to být asi už teď docela zajímavý, takže já to docela těším. A proto u toho nechci usínat. Takže jo, ještě jednou, mějte se. Já doufám, že se uvidíme zase někdy příště. Dobrou noc a čau čau.